When Aziz Issa Elkun's father died, it was too dangerous for him to go to the funeral in China.
This report by CNN released on January 2nd claims authorities have been demolishing graves in China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. It highlighted the story of Aziz Elkun, a Uyghur poet now living in the UK.
What happened to your father's remains?
I don't know. I have no idea.
After a 4-hour drive from the city of Aksu in southern Xinjiang, we arrived at the house of Aziz's family and met his mother, Hepizem, and his sister, Verlam. After a few exchanges, they took us to the place where Aziz's father, Isa Abdullah, is now buried. Aziz's 78-year-old mother told us her husband Isa died from a heart attack back in November 2017. According to CNN, Aziz knows exactly where his father's tomb is, but due to his status, he couldn't come back or even phone his mother. But during our interview with his mom, she painted a totally different picture.
Aşı 2017 ayda kip ketdi, atası yok kesilbekti. Kip 10 gün durup yoklabı ketken. Şüphetim en güzel 2017 yılı 11. ayın 4. gün tükep ketdi. 2017 yılı 13. ayda. Telefonda tişik soraştık, tiş tutduğunuz ballarınız tişim dedim. Dedi, ben aşağı dedim, beni tiş tutduğunuz ağırıp kalmayı dedi. Salametiniz esran, ballarım tiş yakış turvatım dedi şu.
Meanwhile, CNN said his father was buried in this kind of tomb. But we found it to be different. In fact, Muslims in Xinjiang's villages used to bury their loved ones in dust grave mounds. And likewise, Aziz's father was also buried in an old burial ground.
Yağmur yağan çağda şu kesaklı uçurulup düşüp gitip bağan. Yağmur yağıp şamal çıkan berip topap berip şu tüyüşülü kujuttuk. İşli tatıp gitip bağan, müyüşülküs gitip bağan. Maşındaki külün köygen. Nimulasmaş talep kıp maşı yerini saldı, sap verdi. Parti hükümeti rekberlikte. Biz naydı bek hoş maştak, ülkünün maştak çıraylık yerdi yatkuzganğa.
Hepizem is not the only one. Others like Sadir Yassin also shared similar concerns. In the early 2000s, local civil affairs bureaus started receiving complaints from residents. Local governments spent over a decade seeking public opinions and building new environmentally friendly cemeteries. This satellite image shows a new eco-friendly cemetery was built up beside the old graveyard in late 2018. Then, Hepizem chose to move her family's graves to the new and more dignified cemetery, less than 100 meters away from the old grave mounds. CNN described these kinds of guaranteed policies as a demolisher of Uyghur culture.
CNN has found more than 100 cemeteries that have been destroyed.
Men razılığımız bilen şundak talep kılıp köçürüp ekeldik. Razılığımız şundak bilen yelik yattı mene, şundak bela hatırcam emdi. Şundak çıraylı kop geldi, yaz gün güllük kılıp başasını.
Hepizem is not alone in Xinjiang's grave disappearance myth perpetrated by Western media outlets, but the only ones who know the truth, the Uyghurs themselves.